The following production is brought to you by the National American Indian Court Judges Association, produced by Buffalo Nickel Creative. This project was supported by grant number 2016 ICBX K003, awarded by the Bureau of Justice Assistance. The Bureau of Justice Assistance is a component of the Department of Justice's Office of Justice Programs, which also includes the Bureau of Justice Statistics, the National Institute of Justice, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, the Office for Victims of Crime, and the SMART Office. Points of view or opinions in this document are those of the author and do not necessarily represent the official position or policies of the U.S. Department of Justice. This video provides an overview of one of the ways the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians is successfully using traditional justice practices in their justice system. These practices reflect the values and beliefs of the tribe and are rooted in their native traditions.
In the earlier days, before the explorers arrived, we didn't have any jails. And what was taught to me is that the laws, I guess, or how to behave within the society was started within the family unit. And then eventually it went to the extended family unit and then to the tribe.
In 2000, there was an expansion of the entire court system. And so we included the peacemaking court.
We were looking at some form of cultural identity that our people can relate to. Instead of the Western philosophy of justice, we had our own justice in process many years ago, but it really didn't formalize to where it came to courts on how we want it done. So it's done within our people and how we structure it.
In youth court, kids can change, and they do make mistakes. Sometimes alternatives are a lot better than just saying, okay, you've been found delinquent and you're on probation. Has that settled the actual underlying problem as to what got you into court? No. But if you can talk one-on-one with someone and actually find out and get to the bottom of the actual problem, then I think that's a better solution than you being monitored and people just looking at you and trying to figure out, is this a good child or not?
Peacemaking is a mediation court to where I feel like it's a win-win situation where both parties come out acknowledging their flaws and how things could be done in a different way, whether it be, abuse or physically or mentally. It's a win-win situation overall because it's a culturally based court that our people have been doing over years and generations. It helps others understand that, we don't necessarily choose to use the Western philosophy of putting people in jail and incarcerating for many months or whatever, but more or less, this is an alternative court to you that's gonna keep you out of jail and make you more aware of your surroundings and how to be a probably civilized citizen within the community.
It's a way to reunify the parties, whether it's a mother, a son, mother or daughter, or a friends that have had some little outscape.
The goals are to maintain our cultural identity, to preserve a fair way of justice in Indian country, and to show that our cultural identity is our way of life, not the Western philosophy of justice.
We need alternative methods to help rehabilitate the minors. Our goal is to make them understand that you made a mistake today, and that's all it is. You can rise above that and go forward and become a leader within our tribe sooner or later.
When they come through here in peacemaking court, it's not saying that, to slap them in the hand saying, don't do it again, but it kind of opens up their eyes that, hey, this can happen and you can be taken away from your family, and it unites the family back together. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. They have to seriously talk to the defendant, get them in a position to where, to make them understand, the crime that they committed was wrong.
Through this process, we're all family. You can sit there and talk to us, and we're here to listen. We're not here to condone you for what you have done, but trying to help you in some way in our culture and traditional way. Most of the people now look at the Western philosophy as far as how courts should be handled. They've never been introduced to a cultural, traditional way court to where, people listen to you. It's always, did you do it? Guilty or not guilty?
We try to use our culture and our traditions to make everyone understand that our identity is who we are, and that's not going to be replaced by anybody else. And we need that strength and that pride.
Once the parties agree that, they're wanting peacemaking, the judge enters an order to transfer the case to Peacemaker. All copies are given to the Peacemaker judge, and he makes contact. I guess he more or less gets a feeling of, what the case is about, which direction he needs to go with the case. First visit is maybe the dad or the defendant, and the second visit would probably be like the victim or the mother. And then third visit is when he pulls them all together. And this is where we hope the resolution happens. And then once it's resolved, he does his order, he gets both parties to sign, and it's sent back to regular court for final, like a dismissal on that case to say that the resolution has been entered.
To hear them come up to me at Walmart and say, Judge, you really helped us out, thank you very much. Or a kid saying the same thing, I'm doing good, and tell them I'm making good grades, I'm on the ball team. And for him to explain that he's on a team, he's doing well in school, I'm like, wow, he's telling me what he's doing good. I didn't ask for that, but he wants to acknowledge that he did all this to become a better person of the community. So that, to me, that's worth everything, knowing how much good we've done as a Peacemaker Court.
For more information on innovative programs and to learn about how your tribe can receive the free training services offered by NIJA, please visit our website at www.naicja.org.